Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. The Israelites of the Bible are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And the name for this video will be Wisdom. And we'll go to the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 7. This is when Yahweh comes to Solomon in a dream, and Solomon is asking for wisdom. So this is the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 1 verse 7. And that night did Yahweh appear unto Solomon, and said unto him, Ask what I should give thee. And Solomon said unto Yahweh, Thou hast showed great mercy unto David my servant, and hast made me to reign in his stead. Now, O Adonai Yahweh, let thy promise unto David my father be established. For thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth, and the multitude, king of the Israelites. Verse 10. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great? And Yahweh said to Solomon, Because this was in thy heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor the life of thy enemies, neither yet had asked long life, but hast asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayest judge my people, over whom I have made thee king. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor, such as none of the kings have had that have been before thee, neither shall there any after thee have the like. So when Yahweh showed up to Solomon in a dream, Solomon could ask for anything. He could ask for riches, he could ask for honor, he could have asked for a longer life, he could ask for the life of his enemies, but instead of that, he chose wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so he's able to pretty much, judge the people of Yahweh, which are the Israelites. If you go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6, it reads, verse 5, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, this is Moses talking to the Israelites, and he says, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Adonai my Yahweh commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. So what is wisdom? Is knowledge. What is wisdom? Is these law, statute, commandments. Now we can't keep all the last law, statute, commandments in our captivity right now, because we're not in our own land. But there are some. But it does teach you how to know what's good and bad, and what the Most High likes and dislikes. Verse 7, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7. For what nation is there so great, who had Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Adonai our Yahweh is in all things, that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that had statutes and judgments so righteous, as all this law which I set before you this day? So what nation has a Yahweh, which is God, who the world ignorantly calls God, so close to them? It's us, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And one nation has these law, statute, commandments, the Israelites. If you go to the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 12, it reads, Job chapter 12, verse 12. Ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He had counsel and understanding. Who's that ancient they're talking about? He's talking about Yahweh. If we go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 6, it reads, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 6. For the Adonai Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. So it's Yahweh who gives this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. If we go to the book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28, it will tell you what is wisdom also, how wisdom comes towards people. This is the book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of the Adawan Yahweh, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So how do you get this wisdom? By fearing Yahweh. And by fearing him, you respect him, because you will follow his law, statute, commandments as best as you can. Like I said, we can't keep all the law, statute, commandments in our captivity where we're at right now, because we're not in the law of the land. We're not in our own land. But by fearing him, he will give you that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If we also go to the book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 111, verse 10, David talks about it too. He says, the fear of the Adawan Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. If you also go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7, it says, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Adawan Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. There's a lot of people that do not fear Yahweh because they don't know who he is, because the Most High have blind their eyes to see what we see, and to block their ears to hear what we hear. In the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 30, it reads, the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talk of judgment. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. So the person that is righteous, I'm not saying that we're all righteous, because our righteous is like a filthy rag, as Paul says, but we do know this knowledge, wisdom, understanding that the Most High has blessed us, and we use it, and we rehearse the righteous acts as best as we can. We go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. This is wisdom crying out loud. Crying. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. Who's that? Wisdom is the brothers, the Akims, that are on the highway and hedges, or on YouTube, on the internet, preaching the word of Yahweh to edify his elect. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, and the opening of the gates in the city she utters her words, saying, how long, simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So when the Akims are out there, preaching this word in the highways and the hedges, or on the internet, there's a lot of scoffers. There's a lot of people that going to be mocking us because they don't understand this wisdom. Wisdom is too strong for them to understand. It's too much for them to understand. We go to the book of Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11. It reads, how wisdom is better than rubies and gold. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. Nothing can be compared to this wisdom of the Most High. Nothing materialistic could compare to this wisdom. Because you could have all the materialistic you have one day, and then one day you don't have nothing, and you don't have wisdom. But let's say you have wisdom, and you have material things, and you lose the material things away. That's okay. You can get it back because you got that wisdom. That wisdom will teach you how to have character, how to be civil, how to have morals, dietary. It will teach you from good and bad. It will give you that discernment. We go to the book of Proverbs 16 and 16. It says right here too. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? Gold and silver are money in this world. Back in the ancient times, it was money. That's how pretty much it was currency. Now it's the dollar. But right now gold and silver is going up. But how much is better to have wisdom than gold and silver? We go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 18. It's a lock for that. Chapter 1, verse 18. It says too, when you get this wisdom, For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. So yeah, when you get this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you're gonna be in grief, and you will increase in sorrow, because you start seeing how the world works. How when you grew up, they taught you differently, but when you start reading the word of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, you start seeing how the world really is. It's wicked. It's all messed up. You're just like, what the hell? And people are gonna look at you all weird because you're thinking, you're seeing things different, you're speaking different, and you think different. But that's okay, because wisdom is gonna comfort us. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 3. No, Salak. Oh, where is it? Salak for that. Oh, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. It reads, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroy the heart. So yes, oppression does make a person that is wise mad, because he has all this wisdom, and at the same time, you get mad because you're being oppressed. At the same time, even though you're wise, but even though you have this wisdom, it still comforts you. If we jump to verse 19, it tells you how also wisdom strains you. It pretty much builds that mental fortitude in you, especially when you go to trials and tribulations. And this is true. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 19. Wisdom straineth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. So wisdom will strain us. It will build that mental fortitude. And it's more than 10 mighty men that which are in the city. Because yeah, there could be mighty men out there in the world, but if they don't have this wisdom, their strength don't mean nothing. And we go to Ecclesiastes also 9 verse 18. It says, wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroy much good. So wisdom is also better than weapons of war. So like for that, Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. So it builds strength, and it's better than weapons of war. Because when you have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the Most High is going to be protecting you. Because at the end of the day, you could have, there could be a big army, but at the end of the day, everything is in the hands of the Most High. And the Most High loves him that dwell with wisdom. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. Especially right now, we're in this last days when, Jacob's around the corner. You have civil war is going to be showing up. Like all hell is going to be breaking loose pretty soon. You can see it because prophecies are just popping up. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Adonai Yahweh is his treasure. So wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. Because when all hell is breaking loose, people are going to be bugging out. They're not going to know what's going on. They're going to go into survival mode. And when people go to survival mode, it's dog eat dog. It's, what's it called? There's another saying. Survival of the fittest. But meanwhile, everybody's bugging out. We're going to be okay because we got this wisdom of the Most High, and the wisdom comfort us. We're going to go be in situations, but we're going to put our trust in the Most High, Yahweh. Book of Daniel, even Daniel talks about it. He was put in a situation that they were going to kill all the wise people, but he was able to he was able to get the knowledge, wisdom, understanding from the Most High. It's the book, and this is Daniel, praising the Most High for giving him that wisdom. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Yahweh forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. We get the might in this wisdom, we get it from the Most High. And he changes the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. So the Most High, he changed times and seasons, and he removed kings, and he also sets up kings. And you can see it. You had the Babylonians who got conquered by the Medes and the Persians. Then you had the Medes and the Persians conquered by the Greeks. And then from there it was split into the four generals, and then Rome came into power. And then after that, now the kingdom of the Most High is gonna send his son Yahweh Shai, so his kingdom will rule forever and ever. The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 22. He revealed the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. I thank thee, and praise thee, O thou Yahweh of my fathers. Who are those fathers? That will be Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who later on Jacob changed his name to Israel, and he has his 12 sons. Who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desire of thee, for thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. So it's pretty much when King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, when he saw the statue, and then the rock came. And who was that rock? That was Yahweh Shai coming, and that was his kingdom coming. And he destroyed the statue, of gold, the head of gold. We go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 4. It reads right here how also Solomon was asking for wisdom to Yahweh. Only how it showed in Second Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 7. You can also go to Wisdom of Solomon. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 4. Give me wisdom that sitteth by thy throne, and reject me not from among thy children. So this was Solomon, praying to Yahweh to give him that wisdom that sitteth by his throne. And we go also to the book of James, chapter 1 in the New Testament. James, chapter 1, verse 5. It reads, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So if there's Akims out there that, lacks wisdom, pray to the Most High. Pray to the Most High that you want wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and he will give it to you liberally. He will not upbraid it not, and he should give it to you. But you have to trust that Yahweh is going to give you that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the name of this video is Wisdom. Shalom.